Good afternoon from Calabash, North Carolina. The candidate draw is done to determine ballot order and form order. You all know that because some of you have already run for the board. Sherry was on the search committee with me. So you pretty much know what the rules are. I'll introduce the elections committee members. I think that's Tom Schwartz's head I see down there, Steve Ransdell, myself, and that's it.
Yeah, Fred. Fred's here.
Oh, okay. I didn't see Fred. Hi, Fred. And we have a vacancy, and we actually have 2 applications pending, and the board will make that decision at the meeting. So we'll introduce the candidates, Sherry Clifford, Rick Farr, Jeff period W period. Got the email right. Sorry, that was my fault. Jerry Murphy, and of course, Amy Peck. The way this is done is there are 5 cards, ace through 5. You draw in alphabetical order, and the cards will determine the ballot order. That will be also placed in the Ocean Pines Summer Report. It'll be in the papers, of course, on the ballot, and that sort of thing. So let's do the draw.
Okay. Good shot.
And muddle the cards, and Sherry gets the first pick.
All right. Drum roll.
Okay.
You can have it.
Okay.
Yeah, turn it over.
Ace.
Whoa. Number 1. All right.
Okay, Rick.
Maya.
Go ahead.
3.
Okay, Jeff.
Two. All right.
Jerry.
5.
4.
Okay. I and so we have to give that to folks because they're going to put out an announcement probably as soon as we.
Keeps dropping. You keep dropping.
I don't understand why I'm keeping dropping, but let me talk a little bit louder and complete my sentences. Now, the meeting we had the other night to determine the 3 questions, we sent them and gave you a deadline of June 5th to get your bios, your pictures to the questions back to us. And that's next Wednesday. And the reason for that, we want to get that to the printer because we want the packages to go out on June. That's going to really set a record for Ocean Pines because they used to go out in July.
What day? As far as the deadline was June 5th, I thought.
The deadline is June 5th to get the information to us.
Okay.
We want the ballots to go out by June 17th. So once we get your information, we give it to the.
That would be the printer.
We can go through them. It goes to John Latham, who approves it, and then the envelopes will go out on the 17th of June. And so with that in mind, we have to talk about the candidate forum. Now, last year, the candidate forum was on June 21st. But if early with the ballot packages, it would behoove us to have the forum either Wednesday, June 12th or Thursday, 13th. So our members will see you and they can get to the video recording before they get the ballot packages. Now, we would assume that they would wait, but you know how it goes. So how does that work out for you? June 12th to 13th, 6 p.m. at the golf clubhouse. So talk it over, candidates, between yourselves.
I'm free.
Doesn't matter to me.
The 12th, I be difficult. I got a dermatology appointment.
So you go on the 13th? Everybody good for the
That's the 13th.
Looks like the 13th.
Okay, 13th it is.
Thursday.
Yeah. Close.
And that's good because that can go out in the announcement today too. So we're prepping everybody in advance. And I think I explained to you that the eligible voters and the ineligible voters will get their packages. They'll be mailed on June 17th. But the ineligibles have until July 2nd to resolve their ineligibility. And then we will send them ballot packages. It's something we did last year, and we have 128 people who were eligible to vote, which I think is a good thing. And as I said the other night, we'll have online voting, mail, and the drop box will be at the police station as it has been in past years. That's an expectation of our members, and we'll keep that up. We get into some of the details of the MO6 and all that. I don't think I have to explain it to any of you because you know the requirements. And also the ARC guidelines, the ARC guidelines on signage. You know that too. I mean, the size of your signs can be 2 feet by 2 feet, but pretty much people have 2 feet by 18 inches, a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter because of the wind. And so, and if you can't put them up in on Ocean Pines common property, you cannot put anything in our amenities, such as business cards or anything like that. And you must get an owner's permission to place a sign in there on their property. And I think I pretty much, when it gets to when you can put those signs up, I've read the ARC guidelines and it's just amazing because I'll tell you why. When I wrote those for the park, it's 30 days prior to your first availability to vote. So if you get your ballot packages sent out on June 17th, that means your signs can go up today in the park. And, I want to go on record, put your signs out. You can start doing it now. That makes sense. And of course, they got to come down 7 days after the conclusion of the election. So that's about it. Any questions from anyone?
I had a question.
Sure.
When we send out our information, should there be 4 different documents? Or can we just send one document with question 1, question 2, question 3? Or do you need
you can send it in all one document.
Okay.
Because a PDF is fine. A PNG photo would be best. And what the contractor does, and remember, they do this for a living. They do it day in and day out. They just extract the data and they send it back to us for us to go over and check it out to make sure it's accurate. And like I said, then the elections committee turns it over to John Latham, who will give another look at it, and then go back to the printer for them to prepare the envelopes, the return envelopes, the ballots, and the inserts, and also a notification on the annual meeting. Any other questions? Well, that concludes the session.
Great. Very good. Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Tom.